Howdy, Perdners.
Oh,
Um,
no.
Anya dared me to start the stream that way, and now it's just out there. It's on the stream that way forever and ever. Um, yes, so hello, I'm August. I am going to be your host for the next 3-ish hours or so. Um, and I just wanted to say hello and welcome to Standing Stone's the latest charity live stream that we've decided to do. Um, just to give a little background, especially for those who don't live in the United States, the state of Texas continues to be terrible. Fuck the state of Texas, because the state of Texas is doing terrible things to the people who live within. One of the newest horrors is surrounding reproductive rights. And so we have decided that we are going to be raising some money for an organization in Texas called the Lilith Fund. Um, the Lilith Fund's mission
Morning.
is to provide
Before you
financial
went,
assistance and emotional support while building community spaces for people who need abortions in Texas, unapologetically, with compassion and conviction. Through organizing and movement building, we foster a positive culture around abortion, strengthen people power, and fight for reproductive justice in and within our communities. So, yeah, we chose the Lilith Fund because they kind of came highly recommended in a lot of posts that I was seeing about reproductive justice in Texas in the wake of the bill's passage. And they also seem to be pretty inclusive. Um, they use inclusive language throughout their site, which is important to us as an organization ourselves because, like, at least half of Standing Stones is trans in some way. So, obviously really important. Um, and yeah, so that's who we're supporting. Our schedule, which I'm sure you've seen us spam it, we're starting off with Bro is a Gay Doc. I will be hosting that, which is a game about pirates on the high seas being gay. Then we're going to be playing Savage Worlds hosted by Zachary, which is going to be a rip-roaring, horror-infested good time. And then we're going to be transitioning to Mac's Beam Saber game, which is going to specifically be utilizing the Rearguard Supply Drop by Ben Roswell and Caro Assertion. And then we're going to wrap it all up with the price of coal, which Brian will be facilitating. Because of who I am as a person, I'm going to be in 3 of these things, so I'm probably going to want to melt into goo at the end, but it's going to be a good time. And I'm going to continue vamping because I don't see our 3rd player in chat yet. Oh, there we go. It looks like our 3rd player is coming. So,
do we want the bear? Would you like me to summon the bear?
I don't know
Probably
if you can
good
hear
for-
Brian, but Brian asked if we should summon the bear. Yes, let's summon
They can
the
hear
bear.
me.
Oh, you said you did.
I added a microphone.
Okay.
God,
Yeah.
Surprise!
I was about to be like, I give up. I have made 10 phone calls.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
We are live, by the way, Amber.
Oh, hello.
Say hello to the people!
Hello, people.
Yeah.
I will
So-
be your snake for the.
We haven't
What?
started talking about characters yet.
I'm a snake.
They can see the character though.
But
That's true.
it doesn't say anywhere on the board that she is Snake. She could be.
Yeah, the fact that she's a snake lady though in the image probably gives it away a little bit.
She
Meh.
could conceivably be an octopus lady. Like, it's a small picture.
I'm a snake. I'm a slippery little.
But yes, we're not going to talk about characters just yet. But anyway, my name is August. My pronouns are they, them. I am going to be joined by 3 other people, but in the interim, I do want to talk about our donation incentives for Bro Is It Gay to Doc. We have a donation link. If you type
Now recording.
!donate in the chat, and if you donate $5, you can grant a Bane, which is a -1 on a roll, or a Boon, which is a +1 on a roll, to a PC of your choosing. You can have Izzy choose to use an in-character Cajun accent for a scene. If you donate $10, you can grant a. Now, this isn't technically an in-game term, but I decided this would be fun. You can grant either a magnificent success or disastrous failure to a PC of your choosing, or you can have an NPC known as the Legend flirt with a player character so hard that they fail at something. That is actually a mechanic in the game. A character can choose to fail a roll for the sake of later having an intimate moment with the PC known as the Legend. Because Bro Is It Gay to Doc is a game about being gay pirates. And it's very good. If you donate $20+, you can add a complication to Max Beam Saber game, which will be taking place at 4 p.m. if I can do math.
Sure.
Thanks, babe. I appreciate the confidence.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's at 4. Cool. So if we're ready, I would like to introduce my players, going in alphabetical order. So, Amber, you're up.
Why? Why do you put me on the spot like this?
It's your own fault for having a name that's alphabetically before Anya or Izzy.
I did not consent to my existence.
Too bad.
So that's Amber.
Hi, I'm Amber. I use she, her pronouns, and I'll be playing a FIFA, our Fifi, Kali, that also uses she, her pronouns today, and she's a snake lady.
Anya?
Oh. I couldn't tell what you just said. I was like, and yeah? Nope.
Anya.
Yeah, that one's me. I'm and yeah, and my pronouns are they, them. You can find me on Twitter at aka Anya. And yeah, I am playing Caspian, who uses she, her pronouns, and she's a muscly redhead who with the heart of manipulation, I guess. I don't know. Friendliness, probably it's real. I haven't decided yet. We'll find out.
Friendship is magic, but muscles are strength.
It's
Jesus
true.
Christ.
And last but certainly not least, we have Izzy.
Hello. I'm Izzy. I use CC pronouns. I am playing Captain Boudica, who uses she, her pronouns. And y'all know Jack Sparrow? Yeah, that's her.
Why is the rum gone?
Yeah. Basically, except she's not always drunk.
I've got a jar of dirt.
Yeah. She'd do that. She would do that.
Fantastic. Okay. So, I just want to talk really quick about our lines and veils, except I have 80 tabs open.
Oh no.
That is something I have warned you against so many times. All I can say is,
So what we're using as our safety tools for this game, we're using lines and veils, and we're also using the X card. It's easier to explain the X card really quick at the top. If at any time we start approaching something that somebody may be uncomfortable with, they can, without explanation, put an X into the chat. If we were on video, they can make an X with their arms, but we're not on video. And we'll stop, and we can either rewind and remove that element or proceed however the player who did that wishes. the lines and veils that we're using. Um, for the lines, which are things we absolutely don't want to see, we're using homophobia, transphobia, racism, sexism, anti Semitism, violence against children and animals, sexual assault, domestic violence or intimate partner violence, unwanted pregnancy, and plagues and pandemics, and suicide. We have some veils, which are things we'll just kind of like flayed, tastefully fade to black on. Overtly
Blade to back.
sexual, flayed to back. Yep. Overtly sexual situations, graphic descriptions of bodily harm, and terminal illness. I do want to note that since this is an adventure at a fantastical kind of high seas, there will probably be sea monsters, and those sea monsters will probably be kind of horrific, and you may have to fight them. But
I was
otherwise,
expecting you to say those sea monsters will probably be flirty.
I mean, some of them might be. You don't know yet. We haven't started.
I just like the idea of a giant eel coming out of the water and going, "How you doing?"
Hey girl, how you doing?
Hey.
All right, I'm down.
Um,
Cabin number 4.
okay. So,
I like your
bro,
play.
um, uh,
Is that a new pirate ship?
New pirate ship, it is.
you can type !pirates in the chat to get a link to where to find Bro Is It Gay to Doc, but it is a What's So Cool About hack. And it's a win conditions production, or a win conditions shanty. And let's see. What was it? I want to read the intro to this because I think it sets the scene very well. Please note that throughout the document, the pronouns typically used are he, him, but the game explicitly states that we can use any pronouns for these characters that we want. They don't all have to be manly pirates. But since I'm reading from the text, I will be using the he, him pronouns. And that's when you met him, beset on all sides, splinters of wood showering you, water up to your waist, cannons percussing your final moments like hell's bells, a thump on the deck above, and a cocksure shout, followed by one of your small bore loosing right into your attacker, interrupts your prayers. Climbing up to the deck, your heart skipped and breath caught in your throat. Where'd he come from? How'd he get aboard? Who cares? It's him. You know it. The legend. The stories were wrong. They don't do him justice. The route comes as quick as he did. The hole's patched, he introduces himself, but you only hear your heart in your ears. Smiling at you earnestly, he wipes the blood from your brow. You catch something about hanging around for a while. You don't know it yet, but this is the start of your grand adventure. A grand romance for the ages. Um, the first thing... Yes, Amber?
I'm sorry. When you said where did he come from, I just really wanted to be like,
Where
where
did
did he
he go?
go?
Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
And then at the end there, I just really wanted to be like, you'd be a lot hotter if you had tits.
I mean, just because he uses he, him pronouns doesn't mean he doesn't have tits.
You know what? That's
true.
fair.
All right. So, the first thing that we're going to do, is we're going to talk about our setting for a little bit. I've made a couple of maps just in general, but we're going to be lifting the world building questions from my game Ocean Tides to just kind of like fill in a little bit of background, because it's like, yes, we're pirates, but we want to know a little bit more about the world that we're playing in first. So, we want to describe our sea, and we want to do so with 2 adjectives from the list: tumultuous, rolling, calm, deep, stormy, unpredictable, ancient, gentle, vast, and uncharted. Or we can make up our own. But do we have any sense for which ones we want to take?
Really like ancient, but that's because of who I am as a person.
I mean, that's who I am as a person too, so it's
Yeah.
I
fine.
mean, you wrote the game. You wrote that game, so
I liked that and deep, but I also don't want to be the one that decides the 2 things. I would like everyone to have input.
No, that's chill with me.
Okay.
Yeah, deep works with me too, because I was thinking either deep or vast or uncharted. All three of those are so good,
Yeah.
but I feel like deep works really well too. Like ancient and deep means that August can really mess us up with some shit.
It's true. And it also means that if my character gets too warm, they can cool off.
Yeah. The water's gonna be freezing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll just like gloss over the fact that she's
Yeah.
a sea snake and normally operates at least 120-degree
Well,
Fahrenheit water.
we'll hand wave it. It's fine.
Yeah,
So
she'll fat a lot in her blanket.
Technically a mermaid. She's got some fat on her body. She's fine.
yeah.
It true.
It's the person part.
Yeah.
It's
And magic.
So our climate is temperate, tropical, frigid, mixed, unpredictable, or use our own adjective.
I like unpredictable.
I also like that. Or alternatively, magic bullshit.
I mean, that could be unpredictable.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So sounds like we're going with unpredictable. Good. Good.
Giving
So
August many knives.
So I included the mermaid questions from Ocean Tides primarily for Amber to answer. I wanted to know if all mermaids were like Fifi or if there were multiple different types of mermaids. And if so, like, do they all, take the same form or do we have mammalian, amphibian mermaids as well?
I like the idea, or at least from my character's perspective, is that she isn't an uncommon type, but she is a rarer type. But I like the idea of like there's different mermaids, and based on where they come from, kind of varies what their type is to an extent. Does that jive with everyone?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Perfect.
Because I like the idea that this world is like a vast array of different types and that human isn't the only thing because I'm a human in real life. I don't want to be a human when I play games.
Yeah, we've got some NPCs for you. It's fine.
Yeah.
So opening this up to the group at large, the question is, what drove you to piracy? Now you can each pick your own individual one, or you can decide on one that kind of like unifies you all. But the choices from Ocean Tides are: we are outcasts from society, surviving the only way we can. We are lawless brigands who seek notoriety and fortune. We are daring rogues looking to live our lives free from tyranny. We are morally gray bounty hunters and scoundrels who thrive at the fringes, or you can make up your own reason.
There was kind of a question like this in character creation too, so some of
Well,
ours may not match.
Well, I mean, the character creation question is kind of like, what did you do before?
And then it's, oh, okay, I just expanded too much. I get it.
No, you're
I
fine.
think I also did, but
I mean, that's fair. I mean, we're all very good and on our bullshit, I feel like. For me, like, my character's motivation going into this is that she is literally drawn to the sea. Like, if she isn't at sea long enough, she'll actually start to get withdrawal symptoms. So like I just anything related to sea, she's just like, yes. So uh
Okay.
so if that can
Well,
help with y'all deciding what would
Bodica's
have
just a ne'er-do-well.
a lawless brigand.
Yep. Listen,
Okay,
she hates
Okay.
authority.
that's fine.
as the captain, she hates authority.
She's just like, I just want to rub my gay little hands all over your laws.
Yes.
Spit on them. I spit at them.
All right.
Gonna
And
tear him apart like a dog with a chew toy.
how about Caspian?
Caspian's very go with the flow, and I've gotten her backstory that she won a treasure map off of a rowdy bar patron and decided that that was a sign.
Rowdy dirty boy.
Oh my god.
Just a
All right.
great little smelly dirty boy.
Okay. So, what pirate code do you share since you're all on the same vessel under Captain Boudica? I said Boudica, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
It can be Boudica or Boudica depending on who's saying it.
Okay.
She accepts both because it's not actually her real first name.
Fair.
So for Boudica, just as the captain, I'm gonna put forth something, and we can discuss it. Boudica is very much like she's a pirate. She
Yar.
follows an honor code when it comes to other pirates, but if you're a privateer, you are just fucked. And if you fuck with her shit, she's gonna fuck with your shit, basically. And every single person should be free.
So I'm gonna put do unto others as they do unto you.
Yeah.
Here's what I have to expound on that. Could it be something like we strive to the well-being of our brothers and sisters with the sea,
Siblings with the sea.
and to those that unto do harm to those aforementioned, may the sea have them.
That's actually really good, actually.
You fuck with us, we're gonna eat you. Eat you in the sea. The
We're
sea will
gonna
eat you.
we're gonna let the ocean eat you, as is her right.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to add, Anya?
Nope.
So this is an important question, because if there's pirates, there's got to be some sort of navy in opposition. The first question is, whose navy opposes you? The monarchs, the republics, the empires, or a collection of merchants, privateers, and other citizens of the sea? I also, let me drag you on Roll20. I also have kind of a world map. If you want to have a look at the world map, let me know when it shows up.
It's there.
We're starting in Ur. You don't have to be from Ur. You can be from anywhere else, and we can determine if there are, if the navy in opposition to us belongs to any of the nations around here.
I was honestly like, when you asked the question, I was using my memory of the world map that you had gave, and I felt like it would. I felt like an empire thing would work, since it's such a large, vast array of things. If it's an empire, that would be like there would be a constant threat wherever we go, kind of thing. But what do y'all think about an empire, or would y'all rather it be something else?
I like the idea of maybe one of these countries is like the start of the empire, and there's just a lot of fighting going on.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah,
Because
that
that
sounds
gives
good.
us one, more problems, and two, more fun.
Yes. You
Um,
can make it worse, always make it worse.
yeah, exactly. So like maybe only a few, like one or two of these places has been like taken over by the empire, and the others are fighting against that.
Okay.
Because of the associations, my brain is like Britia is the empire. I see what they did with these names.
This is randomly generated.
It's really
But
good.
Yeah, it really is. I also like that we're starting on your because I looked at that and I was like, that's where I want my character to be from because it kind of looks like it's kind of separated from the larger masses, and I wanted something kind of like smaller and off to itself to
Mm.
a bit.
Okay.
What about you, Anya? Do you have anything you want to add or change?
No, I think that all sounds fine.
Okay.
The next to last question is what sets them apart from the pirates? Or is it just because they're an imperial force and y'all are who you are, like lawless brigands?
Yeah, I think it's kind of what like a lot of people have like two when they think of older navies, if we're because this is kind of that sort of setting. They either think of like sailors around like the docks where they're just rough and tumble assholes, or they think of like the Queen's Navy where everybody's all polished and posh.
Mhm.
Um, and I, y'all can take this away from me. This is just what I'm putting forward as an idea. Um, I like the polished and posh idea just for that very stark juxtaposition. Um, Also, it makes them bigger assholes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
given what I know about one NPC, that would make sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. I love the like pompous posh villains with
Mhm.
their like uh well crap, I can't remember what that one game was that y'all were playing on Monday a while back with the like pompous posh tree dude, and I was just like that's what I think of when I think of a villain.
All right. Last question. What types of magic exist in the world, if any, and who has it?
Yes, magic.
Yeah.
um,
Do you want to just give me free reign on how I describe magic in the world?
I like that cuz
yeah.
I like that it's chaotic. I just I'd like a chaotic kind
That's
of
magic is
thing.
chaotic.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but I mean like a chaotic random mishmash kind of like, and also I like not knowing things me as the person because
Mhm.
sometimes no matter how much I try, metagaming happens if I know shit.
Okay.
So
Um,
I like being kind of somewhat not knowing so that I'm not tempted to metagame no matter how much
yeah.
I try not to.
I want to put forth the idea that maybe mermaids have inherent magic, just
Yeah.
because ocean cold.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes total sense.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Like a magic resistance to things like cold or whatnot
Mhm.
would would be great, especially since I'm basing this off of a sea snake, and if the water is cold, my snake's not gonna do very well.
Okay. Cool. All right. Now that we have our setting, the next thing that we need to do is make some pirates.
Hey.
Um,
Yar.
since we've already kind of alluded to the fact that Boudica is the captain, let's start with Izzy and then go in reverse alphabetical order to introduce uh the characters based on uh the forms I had you fill out, which are the questions in the book.
Uh, Wait, my brain completely turned off.
I believe in you.
You just
Just
want me to just read what I wrote, basically?
yeah, just read what you wrote on your character sheet.
Okay, cool. So, my pirate is Captain Boudica. Um, Her look is she's a large, muscular wolf woman who looks like a red wolf with a charming smile and purple eyes. She is full of swagger and is as cocky as a rooster. She loves a good drink and some fun and finds the high seas and fights with other ships, be they pirate or navy, exhilarating. She has scars across her back, legs, and arms. Uh, Her pirate threads are a lightweight shirt under a flamboyant dark navy coat with gold accents, simple dark colored pants, and a bright red waist sash. She is well known by her signature hat, which is the same color as her coat, cocked jauntily on her head with its broad brim and brightly colored feathers. Her pirate weapon is a large scimitar, a smaller cutlass, and several flintlock pistols. And her sailor sundry, she has a spyglass. She keeps hardtack on her, a fiddle, and easily bartered off jewelry. What did she do before she was seduced by the sea? She grew up in one of the southernmost continents on a plantation. And the man who ran the plantation was not kind, and she ran away. And the two things she is best at is flirting and consorting, but we'll see.
God bless.
That's what she says she's best at.
Love it.
I love her.
Anya.
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, I'm playing Caspian, who uses she, her pronouns. And sorry, I've been tabbed off of this so long that my thing is now reloading. That's fun.
Rude.
All right. So her look is muscular. She's got curly red hair and a friendly demeanor. Her pirate threads are a flowy brown undershirt, a white sleeveless vest, knee-high black leather boots over tucked-in skinny pants. I initially wrote skinny jeans, but that seems like a bad idea to wear jeans as a pirate. Nothing grosser than wet denim.
Ugh.
I feel like
Her,
it feels like it gets tighter when it's wet too.
yeah, I really do. Sorry, I've been sweating a lot at work and wearing jeans at the same time. It's great. And so her pirate weapons are a cutlass and some knives. Her sailor's sundry is a compass and a treasure map. Before she was seduced by the sea, she was a bartender at an inn by the water, but she was always drawn to the sea. She won a treasure map off a rowdy customer and took it as a sign. And the two things she's best at is befriending / charming others and going with the flow.
I love her.
Hell
She's
yeah.
good. Muscular pirate lady.
Yes. I love that we're all muscular pirate ladies.
I feel
Yes.
like you gotta be. Like,
Yeah.
It
you do
makes
a
me
lot of
so
hard
happy.
labor. Pirates do
We've
lots
made
of hard
heart debate.
labor.
My gay little heart can barely withstand it. And finally Amber.
All right. So I wrote a lot. I'm sorry. I'm extra like that. I put
Do
it
not
in the doc
apologize.
to make it easier
Settle
for me to
down,
read it all.
children, for the tale of Amber's character.
Come closer, children. Come closer. By the fire.
Hold on, Brian, no.
And let me tell you the tale. Wait, what did Brian say?
I'm willing
Brian's
to match every $20 donation to put the crew in wet denim.
Brian,
Gyrates.
most of us know where you live.
Gyrates.
And
No.
we can come there and we can hurt you.
You also told us how to break into your house on mic in an episode of Loom, by the way.
Look, it's not
2 episodes
hard.
ago.
Yeah, I started to say,
It
I
is
mean,
not
Brian
hard.
wouldn't have to tell us how to break into his house, honestly.
You just need a credit card. It's not hard. Or really any kind of non-flexible. Well, kind of flexible, not too flexible though card.
All right, let's let Amber describe her
in your
character.
window. Anyways, uh, so as I mentioned before, I will be playing Fifi Kali or Khalil. I am sorry to people of Arabic that know how horribly I'm probably butchering this name. She uses she her pronouns. She prefers to go by Fifi to people that she trusts, by the way. So like the crew will probably just refer to her as Fifi. Her looks, she is a somewhat what playful but docile lady with a focus on strength. She is a very long and a bit chubby blue sea snake, and she's got black stripes and a white underbelly. As well as yellow eyes with black rounded pupils. She likes to keep her hair somewhat long, but she usually keeps it back in a ponytail so it's out of her way while she's working. Uh, her stuff. Her pirate threads are she likes clothes that allow her for maximum movement. So she's usually in like a strapless tube top and a skirt with a side slit in it to prevent it from encumberancing her. Uh, and the threads that she has are a grouping of various kind of mismatched fabric. It's like the colors work, but at the same time they don't, and they're very obviously hand sewn by her, which it's like parts of it you're like, oh, this is probably when she first learned how to sew, and some of these are like, okay, she got better, she got there, but she didn't go back and fix the other stuff. There's
She looks like a walking quilt.
yeah, Grammy quilt snack.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Gather round, children, by the fire. uh, as far as her weapons go, she doesn't really use a weapon per se. Her body is her weapon, so she focuses on her strength of her tail grip and her fist. She doesn't have venom like some of her cousins do, so I mean she can bite you, but I mean maybe it might hurt a little bit, but mostly it's her body's gonna be what she uses. Uh as far as her sundries, she has her simple mending sewing kit. Uh, she has some small glasses, which she takes steps to try and avoid people seeing her. She can't see that well, but she doesn't want to admit it.
Mm.
And also a cold no like blanket hoard in cabin. Uh,
Thought you were gonna say blanket whore, which
it's a
like mood, frankly.
blanket hoe. Anyways, uh, and then what she did before she was seduced by the sea. So when she was born, she was found on in a little seaport, like in a sandbar on the island of Ur. So she doesn't really know who her original parents were, but the family that owned the local hatchery found her and raised her. She had a pretty good life, but moving on land be hard, yo. Uh, and so eventually also that and having withdrawals from the sea, she's like, I gotta go do sea things, family. I love you and I'm gonna miss you, but I gotta go do sea things. Uh, and luckily a local sailor happened to have a job opening, so she took that on for a while uh before meeting current crew. Uh, two things that she's best at. She's really good at tying knots and mending. And then just a little side notey because I'm extra like that. Um, she prefers to just eat eggs, regardless of how they're prepared. She'll eat other things if she has to, but she's gonna be whiny about it. Also, if you try to give her things like meat or whatnot, she doesn't have canine teeth. She just has her fangs, and then the rest is just like she can only really handle eggs. Please don't feed her meat. She can't do it.
The teeth in the image I drew for the icon are exaggerated.
Yes. It it is exaggerated. Uh, but keep that in
Cool.
mind.
All right. So, the last thing we have to do for setup is we have to create our legend. The legend is like the most key NPC. It's the person everybody thinks is the bee's knees. I'm going to read the steps to creating a legend from the book. Again, the book uses he him. We're not doing that. Um, but we are supposed to give him a name, give him a look, and make him hot. Give him a couple cute quirks only you notice, and give him a reputation. 2 legendary things you've heard that he's done, and 1 infamous thing you've heard that he's done. Um, so what should our legend's name and pronouns be?
I vote she, her pronouns for maximum lesbian.
Yeah, I'm like, I
L-
I I want she her pronouns at least. I have no fucking clue what name to give this legend, but
Le dollar bean.
Good old Don John, here I come.
Oh no! Can we name her Los GBDs?
No.
No.
No!
Listen, I also like Tess the lesbian, but we cannot do that.
Let's see.
Los heebie-jeebies, if you will.
I want one of those heebie-jeebie shirts.
I have
Aw.
one. They're so good.
Los heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I want to get that one too for Halloween,
It's really
honestly.
cute.
It is. God. That TikToker is just, oh God.
She's very funny.
How about Bridger Wear Blue?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it took my brain a second to process the entirety of the name, and that is a good name.
Yeah, no, like I was sitting there for a moment because like I heard I heard that and all that I could think in my brain was very blue jeans and I'm just like
No.
We're not bringing jeans into this.
it was just the blue part made my brain go there. So that's where my brain went. But yes, I like the name.
All right. What does Bridger look like?
Hot.
Well, yes, we know she's hot. Some of the suggested things for giving your legend a look are to describe eyes, hands, hair, jawline, forearms, how she makes you feel when she looks at you for just a bit longer than usual, any scars or tattoos that have some meaning that you hope she'll share with you over the last bottle of sake, etc. So we don't have to get too we don't have to get too into it, and we can be a little abstract about it.
My brain, when you said eyes, you know in Tarzan when Jane is describing Tarzan's eyes while drawing them on the chalkboard?
Good lord. I don't remember exactly how she did it, but I remember the scene.
That vibe.
Just
Should I
fierce
leave you alone with the chalkboard?
so fierce and intense eyes.
Mhm.
Or fierce and intense gaze.
Yeah.
We're all fierce and intense gays here.
It's true.
Yes.
Also like
I'm gonna do some GM fiat and say that she's got to have some tattoos.
Oh hell yeah.
yeah.
Listen, if
Yeah.
Boudica didn't have fur,
Yeah.
I debated about giving my character tattoos, but then I was like, man, the stripes. I just want black stripes.
also they would shed off, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
Body paint.
Ooh. Yeah, that is
So
true.
all right, so we've got tattoos, a fierce and intense gaze.
Okay, you guys can veto me if you want to, but God, I want Noe in a suit, but like an appropriate for seafair suit.
I don't know who this is.
Noi is the really big buff white-haired lady that sometimes people attack me with from Dorohedoro. She is
Oh.
large and she has a lot of white hair and did I mention she's large?
I've seen some cosplays. They're always really fun.
Yeah. So how
I
about we put
do,
put her in an admiral's coat?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
And under the admiral's coat is one of those shirts that laces up, but because her pecs are so strong, it doesn't lace up all the way.
Yes. Yes.
you're destroying me.
Listen.
I'm destroying myself. This
Stuff
is
that is harpy bait is also Izzy bait.
all right. So what are some cute quirks? I don't know if it's actually supposed to be two each or if we just decide on two for the whole party.
Can
I
I-
think
Can I just point out that I hated this person when they were a male? Like, I was like, oh, that guy's probably pompous and stupid, and now I'm like, oh, I like this person now.
well, the whole point is you create your legend.
Yeah, I don't know. Just when it was like the legend, he's blah blah blah. I'm like, he's probably pompous, but like now I'm like, I want to date her.
Shit.
There's
I
a
mean-
difference
Yeah.
when it's a heterosexual vague story and being gay,
Mm-hmm.
because we can write shit better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe do just to kind of not necessarily split the difference, but maybe just do 3 and we
Okay.
each suggest one.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I have one, but I don't know if it would work better for something for Bodica to notice or something for Fifi to notice. And that is she can't tie knots.
Cute.
I am
Why
ruining
are these
Amber.
noises happening?
I'm not gay, you're gay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Shut
we're
up.
going with she can't tie knots.
So that's my
God.
suggestion. I've killed Amber. Amber, feel free to kill me.
Mine isn't that good. My thought was just like for anyone that saw the the newer Jumanji with the rock in it, like the smolder skill that he has, I wanted that.
No, that's still real good. Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Because Danielle made a really good joke in chat, and
God damn it, Danielle.
Danielle said, "Sweet mother, I cannot weave." (Parentheses knots). Um,
God damn it.
we are all sapphic here. So I'm sorry. What was that again, Amber?
No, I was just like, God damn, Danielle, just fucking making it worse for me in a good way.
No, I mean, what was your suggestion?
Oh, I don't know if you saw like the newer Jumanji with Jack Black and The Rock in it, but The Rock's character has like a smolder ability.
Mm-hmm.
I want
That's-
that.
that is very good because yeah. Bodica's gonna die. Just emotionally.
God. Can snakes have nosebleeds? Is that a thing that snakes can get?
I mean, mer snakes can if you want
Yeah.
them to.
And also, I mean, technically, yes, any animal with blood can get a nosebleed.
If they
Fair
have a
enough.
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of like don't have much of a nose, but I wanted it that
You
way.
have nostrils?
Yeah, I mean, I need to be able to breathe. I mean,
Good.
Anya,
although
Yes.
what is your
Uh,
quirk?
So, is the legend a pirate?
Yes, she has to be.
Okay, so I heard that she once saved her entire crew.
No, you need a quirk.
Oh, is this not the reputation?
no, we're
No.
still on
Quirks.
quirks.
Oh, fuck. Well, now I don't know.
Think of something cute that August does and just apply it to the legend.
I was just gonna say, can it be something boring? Like I've heard she has a really cute laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking about reputation, so I fucked that one up and didn't think about it.
How about her laugh is infectious?
Aw.
That is very good. That is good.
Yeah. Alternatively, if you wanted to apply something that could be infuriating slash cute that adds your partner stuff to it, you could be like, people admire how she can fall asleep in less than 30 seconds of closing her eyes.
Jesus.
Okay. So now we're going to reputation. Anya, what were you going to suggest for something that she's done?
I was gonna suggest that because Stronk, she once saved her entire crew by lifting a giant boulder. Like picture a giant boulder. Now picture it bigger. Bigger than that.
I like that idea. How do y'all feel?
Yes.
I like that.
Lift for me.
I
I'm going to put
think Amber's dying.
she once saved her crew by heaving a giant boulder out of
Oh,
the way.
that's such good imagery.
All right. What is our second legendary thing that you've heard she's done?
took out 10 Navy ships. And that's it. She just all at once, just
With her fist.
With
That's what I
a
was picturing.
with a single cannon she held on her shoulder.
Yes.
I definitely was picturing her fucking punching these boats and was very confused.
I was just imagining her like shooting off the ship like a
Ma'am.
bullet, just Superman pose forward.
Ma'am, this is
Alright.
an Arby's.
Hefting a cannon onto her shoulder and just bow.
Alright, so what is an infamous thing you've heard she's done? Something scandalous or something scoundrelous? Scoundrelly? Like a scoundrel.
Scoundrelly.
I
I
have-
don't
Go
know.
scoundrelly into that dark night.
Jesus
I have
Christ.
an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to say in this world it's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean? There's like a king of pirates sort of vibe.
I could be down for that.
Did she like overthrow the previous?
No, I think she stole something from the king of pirates.
You
Oh,
bitch.
yes.
And it changes every time somebody tells a story. The thing changes.
She stole the pirate's king's crown right off the head.
Mhm.
Alright.
In mediation, no less.
Okay, now that we've got all that, I just want to briefly talk about how to pirate. When you try to do something brassy and bold, such as shoot, swing, sail in, chop or under fire, flirt, show off, etc., you describe what you want and how you're trying to how to accomplish it. Jesus Christ. Then you roll the bones, or
Yeah, we
2d6,
do.
or two six-sided dice, I guess. You add
Sorry.
1 to your roll result for each boon available, which are things like a sufficient weapon, an appropriate tool, the element of surprise, etc. You subtract 1 from your roll for each bane against you. You're unarmed, you have a broken or missing tool, you've been ambushed, etc. And then depending on what you get, will determine whether or not you succeed at what you want to do, or specifically, you get what you want how you wanted. If not, you don't get what you wanted how you wanted it, or both. And I'll tell you what happens next. And you may choose to fail any roll in exchange for an intimate moment with the legend directly relating to or as a result of it later. The note on this one says, like the pottery scene in Ghost, but for manning the wheel, which
God
is
damn it.
delightful. But to that end, I'm going to. Oh, no. I'm putting in the chat the donation link and the incentives. You can donate $5 to grant a bane or boon to a PC of your choosing, or to have Izzy use an in-character Cajun accent for a scene. And you can donate $10 to grant a magnificent success or disastrous failure to a PC, or invoke the failing a roll to have an intimate thing happen with the legend, which I'm going to ensure will happen in that scene and cause the player to fail the roll. So you can also, unrelated to the game mechanics, donate $20 to add a complication to Max Beam Saber game at 4 o'clock today. And as a reminder, what we're donating to the Lilith Fund, which is an organization that strives for reproductive justice in the state of Texas. So,
Boy, do they need it right now.
yeah. State of Texas sucks. People of
It's-
Texas are fine, but the state of Texas sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like capital S state. All right. So, let us begin. Let me take you. Okay, we're already here. So, we find our crew. That is Cassati fanfic, not what I want. Um,
Jesus Christ.
I have a
I
bunch of Google Docs open, and one of them is a
mean,
Cassati fic. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it is what you want, but not for this particular moment.
Yes. Yes. So we are currently in the port in Port Kisho, which is a port on the island of Ur. You have been sailing in the Gulf of Ur, which actually I'll drag you over to the world map so you can see. So like this general area is known as the Gulf of Ur. Here's Port Kisho right here. And dragging you back to the port.
Can the
You,
can the town saying be when you're here your family?
I mean, if you want it to. Um, so you're in port, taking a little bit of shore leave. When you hear that the legend has shown up in the dog market district, Bridger Wereblue has been sighted going to one of the pubs in this district over here, and has quite the story to tell. What do you do?
Obviously, go.
Run. No, no, no.
All right, so let
My
me.
idea is that Fifi doesn't know that the dog market doesn't have dogs as well.
No.
That's fantastic. So is this your first time in Port Kisho then?
Yeah, the port that that Fifi grew up at was not this port. It was a different port on the
Mm-hmm.
other side of the island, and also didn't have a dog market. So Fifi doesn't know what the fuck a dog market actually is.
That's just what they called like the market district and the place with all of the merchants and restaurants. It's admittedly pretty dingy, because this is sort of a skive of hum and villainy.
Yes, but I'm saying that Fifi didn't have that at her port, so she's never been to one of these, so she doesn't understand that it doesn't mean that it's just a place full of dogs.
No, that's fair.
To be fair, Bonica's there.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Mm.
So you find yourself in front of an inn, the sign of which is two crossed axes. The inn is, of course, named the crossed axes, as in like the weapons, not axes, like plotting things in math. And you go inside, and the legend is indeed at the bar. Um, Bridger looks a bit bedraggled. Like she clearly has been in the ocean and has not yet had a chance to clean herself off. So there's like salt in her hair, and there are maybe a couple of rips in her admiral's coat, which only makes her look more rakish. Um, and when she sees you come in, uh, her eyes brighten,
Can like
and
a random wind blow past and lightly
of
blow?
course. Of course, that's how these things work. And and she says, "Oh, I can tell that you are also uh fellow siblings of the sea. I might need to enlist your help. Please come over, sit. I'll buy this round."
I think Bodica comes over and like sweeps her hat off in a bow and introduces herself, saying like, "This is me trying to make my brain work at
Mm.
10 in the morning." Um, um and introduces like of course we're obviously whatever you need. I'm Captain Bodica.
I can be whatever you need.
Listen.
uh, Caspian will give a little wave, like the name's Caspian.
I think just like as soon as that wind blew the legend's hair, like FIFA was like immediate nosebleed and having her first gay love at first sight moment.
hands Fifi like handkerchief like
I think Bridger just kind of like chuckles a little bit, and it's just sort of like a low throaty laugh, and
Oh god.
she says, "I am actually very happy to see some other seafaring folk who aren't associated with Bridia's Imperial Navy. You see, it's a little embarrassing, but I've run afoul of them, and unfortunately, they captured my ship, and well, they did more than capture my ship, but I need some help getting that back and perhaps solving another problem that they've caused. I can pay once my ship is back in my hands. I would never expect another sibling of the sea to do anything for free. Especially not putting your lives on the line for myself. You're not members
anything
of my crew.
anything that messes with those imperial bastards is something I'm willing to do.
Aye,
Bridger.
aye, Captain.
Uh just a question, like it because she's so well known, would her ship be like well known and recognizable too?
Yes. Let me get you a ship name really quick.
Oh, we should also have a ship name. I can only think of a pirate ship from a completely different character of mine. We're not using that one.
I'm thinking of a different meaning of the word ship.
Wow.
Also, I feel like once Fifi like composes herself and has made her way over to the table to sit uh and hears that I think she's gonna say your company would be payment enough.
There's that elicits another chuckle. Like Bridger doesn't blush, but she just kind of like chuckles a little and smiles, and
She's got to be used to getting hit on at this point.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure.
And she's just like, it's appreciated, but again, you're not a member of my crew. I would never ask you to sacrifice your time for me without proper compensation. But I appreciate the offer, and she kind of like rests her hand on top of Fifi's for a moment, and then like, just kind of like strokes the back of her hand and pulls her hand back.
So Fifi's on the floor, right?
Yeah.
There-
Fifi's dead. Bye, Amber. Go roll up another character.
Fifi is dead. Nosebleeds for days.
Another handkerchief.
So the Bridges ship is the Star of Elysium. Just so you
Nice.
know.
That is a very, very good name.
Yeah.
Don John comes up with some good shit.
I'm just over here in the chat like, can our ship be called Sappho's?
Sure.
Just to
Go
be on
for it.
bullshit.
Go for it. Cool. So having secured your help, Bridger explains. She has a treasure map. There is a place. Oh my god, I keep clicking the wrong thing. There is a place off the coast of Ur, and I'm dragging you to the map so you can see. It's a place off the coast of Ur. It's a tiny, tiny island called Natho. And there is a cave system on that island that leads deep under the sea. And her map includes instructions for getting to Natho, as well as instructions for navigating the cave system where there is a treasure there. She was trying to get the treasure, but the Bridian Navy was there too, and in force. It was almost an entire fleet, probably 20, 30 ships at this point. And they were plundering the caves of Natho, and they reached the treasure first. They captured her ship. She was able to get away. But as she was getting away, she also noticed that there was there were signs of some sort of large creature emerging from the caves. She couldn't stick around long enough to see exactly what was up. She needed to make sure that she was able to get away so she had the chance to fight another day. She's a little chagrined at the fact that she had to retreat, but she doesn't regret it. And she is asking for your help retrieving her ship from the Navy, which should still be near the caves of Natho, or somewhere between the caves of Natho and inland, kind of like right here-ish, and getting the treasure if we can. But the Star of Elysium is the most important thing. It's her life, her livelihood, and her home. And if there are any of her crew members still on it who did not escape, she needs to liberate them. The treasure would be great to have, especially because it would bloody the nose of the Bridian Navy, but her main focus is on this. And she understands it will be dangerous because of such strong Navy presence, and she understands it'll be dangerous because of a potential sea creature lurking, but that is the task that she has set out for you.
Any chance to spit in the eye of the Bridian Navy is a chance I'll take.
That's
Gives her a wink.
that's always fine to hear. And she explains that the leader of that fleet is Captain Red Vandersea. And he uses here at pronouns. It's a half Selkie. It's the captain of the Evermore. And he is currently in possession of the treasure, which is called the Ocean's Eye. And he is most likely the main target. If you can take him down, you can take possession of the fleet and like ransom him for possession of the fleet and get the star back. So, what do y'all do?
Get drinks and then go back to the ship.
Yeah, we got to get the ship ready to go.
Cool.
I mean, depending on what time it is.
I mean, it's probably late afternoon, early evening.
Oh yeah, yeah, we can get underway easy.
All right. So, are you getting any sort of like items or anything like that, or are you just going with like what you've got right now?
I think Bodica's focus is making sure, because we probably came into port to sell off some stuff and resupply.
Mhm.
So making sure that the resupply has gone well, making sure that like we didn't lose anybody who was just like, nah, I'm gonna fuck off this go around,
Mhm.
Time to fuck
stuff
off
like that.
into the town
Um,
instead of the sea. Do, 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 do.
Okay. Cool. So you're getting underway the next day. Where are you headed? You have the caves of Natho, obviously. Um, there is there is a mermaid city settlement. I specifically called these ones sirens. Off the coast of Port Kisho, a little ways. The town of Lycia. Um, if you want to see if they have any more information, you can head to the caves of Natho, or hang on, let me. Am I on the right there? Yes, I am. Or there is the port of Emish, um, on the other side of Brydia, which um, Captain Bridger said that they might be headed towards as well.
Bodica's gonna ask like people where they want to go, because I think Bodica's first instinct is to check in with the sirens before moving on, just to see if they have any information. But wants to make sure that the rest of the crew has input on it, as well as Bridger.
I like the idea of the sirens because they also may know tales of the sea and what that monster is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I think also Fifi is not only with that just because it's good to be around other sea folk, but also uh I feel like Fifi doesn't have a lot of experience with other like mer people, so like it would be nice to be around people like that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Bodica says, all right, let's head to Lycia.
Was that all right with the legend?
Yeah. Um, Captain Bridger uh, definitely thinks that the logic on that one is sound. So we're gonna head to Lycia. I'm going to create a map for you really quick. I found a really cool map generator. It's fantastic. So upload. I should have done this earlier, but I'm a bad GM.
Well, while you're doing that, I think Captain Bodica is possibly, no, probably not possibly, is playing up her usual mannerisms, probably to the tired eye rolls of some members of the crew.
And Captain Bridger takes it all in stride. She finds, well, actually, since you're trying to charm Captain Bridger, hey, can you give me 2d6?
What is the roll20 command is /roll 2d6?
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. So I'm
Ah,
not going to invoke the thing that was donated for because you failed of your own accord.
Did.
Got a
I
4.
got
You needed an
4.
8. So I think you do it, but it's not the way you wanted it to. I think that Captain Bridger is charmed, but it's not because your charming works. I think that she sees through kind of like the
She sees the
facade.
tired eye rolls.
Yeah, she sees the tired eye rolls, and she recognizes a bit of the kindred spirit, and I think she puts a hand on your shoulder at one point and says, "You don't have to do this for me. I understand." And she winks
Mm.
and lets her touch linger a little bit before she goes to man the crow's nest for a little
But
bit.
Vodka's just like blink blink internally. Fuck.
Okay, so one of the things about Lycia is it's primarily submerged. There are like little places that are anchored above water, like some flotillas where you can kind of quote unquote dock, but you have to take bathyspheres down, and the bathyspheres are enchanted so that once you're in them, you get a residual enchantment to be able to breathe underwater. So I don't know. Did Brian donate $20 for wet denim? Because if he did, then that's your wetsuits.
God damn
I
it.
don't think he did because we haven't gotten any messages about it.
We're
Yeah.
free.
Oh, Brian was matching. Okay.
I
Okay.
swear to God, Brian.
Well, we've only gotten one donation so far.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's correct.
And it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it was a $10 donation,
Yeah.
so that way you could fail.
Yep.
All right, so do you go down, and if so, what are you wearing underwater? I'm going to tell you right now that Captain Bridger kind of like has no shame. She strips to her skivvies right there, and I think that she leaves her coat hanging, but she's wearing kind of like an undershirt and a pair of like loose shorts as her
Brian.
her yeah, wearing a pair of loose like shorts as what she's going down in, and so the guns are out. She's got on one arm she has an intricate sleeve of a kraken fighting a ship, and then on the other arm she has I don't know if it's you can veto this if you think it's like trashy or anything, but on the other arm she has an intricate sleeve of like some tasteful pinups
Oh, that's
of like
perfect.
yeah,
love it.
tasteful pinups of like, a mermaid and a pirate, and maybe they're like locked, their blades are locked.
Their lips are locked.
No, but their lips are very close to each other. It's very sexy. But the doorbell just rang. So,
Yeah, the mail person delivered mail directly to the door today.
okay.
Oh.
The mail just rang. Can we take a quick 2-minute break while I go get the mail and
Mail time.
Animal. Hot to get it all gets animal.
That's awful.
All right. So the city of Lycia is underwater. What are you wearing down there now that we know what Captain Bridger is wearing down
Well,
there?
so
Well-
Brian,
Oh, did he do it?
he did
now we
it.
don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
Gene
right.
Peony.
So you don't really have anything that's particularly suitable. So the siren who's, well, actually let's go with half siren. This half siren who's on the flotilla with the bathysphere has some kind of diving suits. They're made of a thick cotton that happens to be dyed blue. They button up the front. with some shiny gold buttons. There are two styles. There's a style that's like a like one-piece swimsuit. There's a style that's like a full body suit. And there's a style that's like the old-timey swimsuits that like have like the shorts, but they're also like full coverage up top. So pick your
Ooh.
poison.
I'm a snake. I don't need these.
Old style. Why am I excited about this Jean Keeney?
Well, you're a snake, so I guess you just have to wear like a diving shirt,
Jean tube
It
top.
just
a
happens
jean
to
tube
look like
top.
fucking jeans.
Yeah, your tube top that you're wearing in the picture just happens to be a jean tube top for this excursion.
A tube top.
Yeah,
Oh,
Brian said jupe top, even though I don't think y'all can hear him right
Wait,
now,
I
but
didn't hear him.
He
Did he
said
type
jupe
it?
top. No, he said
no,
it.
he
No.
said it.
Oh.
Unmuted, said tube top, and
I
then
can't even
disappeared.
fucking hear him.
Anya's
but
just got Brian blocked from life.
You did this and now you're gone. Bye.
Vodka picks the like one piece swimsuit because it's less material, but it also shows off her guns.
Fair. Absolutely fair. All right. So y'all are in the bathysphere. It's a little bit of a tight fit because you're all very muscular ladies, so there's a lot of like brushing of shoulders.
Is this a bad time to put out there right now that like Fifi is like a 10-foot long snake?
I feel like Fifi doesn't need to take the bathysphere.
No, Fifi has
And-
to take the bathysphere, and like her tail is wound around in the center, and like she can feel like the brush of Captain Bridger's leg against her tail.
Oh god.
So so we go down there, and you are greeted by go back to my doc. You are greeted by a older siren person. She uses she or they pronouns. And she is kind of older. She's stern. She's got a little bit of an ethereal air with like her hair floating around her. And she introduces herself as Calliope Mirage. She is, for lack of a better word, she's the mayor of Lycia. And as soon as you step out, and the way that the magic manifests is that you have like temporary gills in your neck for the people who can't breathe underwater. Fifi's probably fine. But for the people who can't breathe underwater, you have like temporary gills in your neck. But she says, I was hoping that the rumors were true and that you were coming, Captain Wereblue. We have a problem that perhaps you can assist with.
You got a problem? Yeah, I'll solve it.
And Bridger is just like, what seems to be the issue? And Calliope explains that recently there's been some strange activity on the far outskirts of the town. There's been the like these like places right here are like kelp farms and stuff, and some like fish farms, things like that. And they have been getting ravaged by something. Y'all say anything?
I think Boudica chimes in, says, well, I'm sure we can help with anything that you need our help with.
Calliope doesn't look relieved, but she nods and she says, if you have the time, I can take you there and you can see the damage yourself.
Okay, yeah, because if that wasn't offered, Fifi was gonna ask if she could see the area that's been damaged.
Okay. So Calliope actually sends you, because she's an older woman, and their mobility isn't necessarily the best. So they send you with some other like guards, kind of like to the far outskirts. Stop that. Kind of like to the far outskirts of the city. And you do indeed see like great furrows in the seafloor where the kelp farms are, like that indicate, there are some things that look like claw marks. There are some things that look like just great swaths of earth have just been scooped up and moved, that kind of thing. What do you do?
Bodica's
Uh,
gonna like go closely inspect everything.
All right, I want you to roll for me. Let me see if you've got any boons or banes. Um, I'm gonna give you a +1 because you've got other people here who can potentially be helping you. Uh, that could potentially be helping you for that.
So that's /roll 2d6 plus 1.
Yes.
Me.
All right, so you got a
Ah.
10. Anything above an 8 is a success, except
Oh no.
Ugh.
Oh no.
I am invoking the donation incentive.
donations.
I think as you're looking, you're not necessarily seeing anything in particular, and you feel Captain Bridger's hand like kind of like slide across your back up onto your shoulder as she leans in, and she like points and whispers in your ear, "What do you think that is?" And you are entirely too distracted to actually notice what that is.
Uh,
Bodica just
can
kind of stammers for a second, and I'm not sure. Can you point it out again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Could you just show me again?
but
um
but more.
what are Fifi and Caspian doing while this is happening? Are you all investigating or
Yeah, I figured Caspian would be looking around, rolling an investigation check.
yes, please roll 2d6 plus 1 for me.
Well, that was Izzy. That wasn't me. 2d6 plus 1.
Oh shit, you got two
Nice.
sixes.
There
So
we
I'm
go.
gonna say that's a magnificent
Wow.
success.
Hell yeah.
Which
Hell
isn't
yeah.
which isn't like technically in the book, but anytime you get two sixes, that's a crit in my heart. So you more closely investigate the like some of the furrows in the earth, and something glints, and you notice there is a very large kind of like shield shaped scale in the earth, and it must have come from the beast. What do you
I think
do?
when Caspian sees that, we'll yell over at Bodica and be like, "Captain!" like snapping her out of it.
both captains' heads come up.
Yeah.
like,
They
I've
both
got
go,
something
"I."
over here. I've got something over here.
Bodica
um
like kind of shakes herself a little bit and swims over.
um Captain Bridger follows and is just like, what do we have here?
What did you find, Cher?
Looks like it's from the monster. Does
Oh,
this match what you saw, Captain?
And Bridger, like, kind of takes it from you, and, like, your fingers touch while she does it, and she, like, turns it over in her hands and, like, notices the way that it shimmers, and she says, "There's no doubt in my mind this belongs to the creature I saw when I was escaping the Navy." And she gives it back to Caspian.
Well, we will
Bodica
hold it together the whole way.
lets out a low whistle at the sight of it. It's like, that is massive. Well, this will be fun.
So you're
Like that kind of manic grin that the entire crew is used to.
Captain Bridger, like, turns to Boudica and says, "Well, you're the captain. What do we do now?"
Captain,
With a
Captain.
wink.
I like the panic adding that in there. Like, wait, with a wink.
Uh-huh.
I've got to make sure it's as gay as possible. Like,
I forgot.
I forgot the
Cap-
gay. Oh god.
Bridger has to be all innuendo all the time. She's got to be ultimately fucky.
Well, I think what we got to do is ask if the sirens have seen the Navy, and then go take care of this monster problem. Well, maybe we should go take care of the Navy first, just to get your ship back. Then we have 2 ships to go take care of the monster problem.
I can't argue with that logic, and I'm not going to say I don't miss my baby.
Losing your
Uh,
ship is hard.
Well, I guess let's go talk to the mayor again.
Uh,
Yes,
did
tell us what Fifi does.
yeah, did y'all like keep the scale there or like leave the scale?
I think Anya's character just has it.
Yeah, like that's what I want to know is like, are y'all taking the scale with you, or are you gonna just like drop it and leave it as
Why
like,
would we
okay, we've got
leave
what
it?
we need? I don't
Yeah.
know. That's what I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do based on that.
Well,
Uh,
I think that's what Izzy was saying. Is like my character just has it now.
okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Um,
Is that the only scale left behind, or was there like
do you
more?
wanna see if you can find a scale?
Uh,
I'll give you a +2 because you've got like the guards around who are still looking, and you now know what you're looking for. Like, you know exactly what it is you're looking for. So
yeah.
roll 2d6
What?
+2.
Well, the thing specifically that I wanted to do is like have a moment uh where Fifi is like can't really see that well, and like I want her to pull out her glasses to use them, but I also don't want people to see, so I kind of want it to be like
Well, I
going
mean,
off a little bit from everybody before taking her
so
glasses out
You
and
can
putting them
just
on.
do that.
so yeah, Caspian will pass around the scale so everyone can get a good look at it.
But I mean, if you just want to go off on your own, so you can use your glasses, to look for a scale of your own, you can just do that. I just need you to roll 2d6 +3 because your glasses are helping you
Yeah, okay.
to find
I'll
a
do that.
scale.
Yeah, I want to do that. I mean, like, yeah, like Fifi saw the scale that was passed around by Caspian, but I, I want to try and do magic things with one of my own, and
Okay.
also things.
All right. Well, I desperately want you to roll because I know what's going to happen if you fail.
Oh boy, yeah, you said 2d6 +3.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you got a 14.
Okay.
So you get what you want how you want it. So you're able to sneak off a little bit. You're able to put your glasses on, and you find another scale. This one isn't whole. It's got a little bit of a crack in it, but it's yours. No one's gonna take it from you, and you can do whatever you want with it. So, are you gonna wait until you get back into town to do what you want with it, or are you gonna do what you want with it right now?
I wanted to do what I wanted with it, like, right now.
Okay, tell me what
Uh,
you want to do.
she's going to, like, the one hand she's holding with one hand, but she's gonna gently place her hand on top of her hand that's not holding it on top of it and close her eyes and, like, focus on it.
Mhm.
I want, like, basically what she's trying to do is use her magic to try and get, uh, like, a glimpse of the creature's, like, intent
Okay.
or whatnot.
Yeah. I don't think that there's I think you get a +1 because you have that scale.
Mhm.
But I don't think you have any like relevant skills because your skills are like mending and tying knots.
Mhm.
Um
Like, she's not
so
skilled in her magic, she doesn't really, understand it, she's just trying, that's why she's focusing really hard and wants to do it
yeah,
now. Uh,
yeah. So roll 2d6 +1 for me.
oh, wait. Not B5. Bad at typing, there we go.
Okay. You got
Okay.
a 12. So in a flash, you can feel anger and you can feel loss. This creature is looking for something important that was taken from it, and it will not rest until it gets that thing back, and it does not care what stands between it and what it's lost.
I see what you're doing here.
I mean, it's a one shot. I'm not trying to be subtle. I'm trying to like tell a nice little story.
You're telling. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just like I'm not trying to be subtle, so
There is
I'm
no
glad.
subtlety in sapphic stories because
Yeah.
lesbians just don't notice shit.
Yeah, mood. Uh
Jesus.
I mean, babe, you know it's true. Um you know I don't notice shit. So yeah, so that's what you get. You don't realize that you closed your eyes when you got that impression, but the impression fades and you open your eyes again, and you now know what the creature's intent is, and you know that it is not far from here and it is still looking.
It is Angie.
Angie baby.
Oh,
Okay.
dirty Angie boy.
Uh, okay. Can I, like, return, I guess, to where everybody is, but, like, I wanna, like, look at the guards and be like, "Can I speak with the mayor again?"
I mean, that's what we're doing anyway.
Yeah. So you can go over to the group and say that you need to speak to the mayor and just let them know.
Mhm.
Oh, I put this on the wrong layer. Boop. Yeah. Okay. So y'all go back and the mayor is there with their wife because I like their wife and their wife
Their
uh
wife.
yeah,
Mhm.
their wife.
Their wife.
Um uh, whose name is Ariadne Mirage. She is a bit younger than Ariadne. Um, she is very cheerful, and there's definitely a flash of intelligence behind her eyes. Um, and I forgot to mention these merfolk are sirens down here, and they're like the traditional, top half human, bottom half fish mermaids.
Very sexy and cool.
Yes, very sexy and cool. Like maybe have some like netting shirts and stuff like that.
The full titty out.
Full titty out, yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, so Calliope glances over all of you, and she's still being very stern and says, "What have you found? Can you help us?"
We believe it is the monster that lives over, but what the fuck was that island called?
It was Natho.
Yeah, we believe it's the monster from Natho, which we were already kind of, aware of. So I think we can help with this.
I mean, I'm not sure that monster is the right word. I have questions.
Go on.
Yes, Phoebe?
When did all this start initially? For one.
This started perhaps a few days ago. Not long before we heard rumor that the great Captain Wereblue was going to be in the area.
Okay. And then because me, Amber, has bad memory, when did
Well, we
Uh,
didn't explicitly say, but you through the course of just like sailing a little bit with Bridger, you would know that the timelines approximately line up for when Bridger lost her ship and then the Imperial Navy took the Ocean's Eye, and when the creatures started awakening. So the timelines all line up.
okay.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, actually, I guess now that based on that, that is the only question I needed to ask the mayor. Uh, um, I guess like well, actually, what was the the cave area or whatever where the treasure was called again?
it's just the caves of Natho. So it's on the little island of Natho, but it's
Okay.
just a cave system there.
Okay, so I guess I'll ask Calliope then. What do you know about this supposed uh treasure from Natho, if anything?
I want you to roll 2d6 because Calliope is not necessarily willing to talk about this. So I need you to roll to kind of like persuade her. And I think
Any pluses or negatives?
let me look at your character sheet just in case.
Okay.
You don't seem to have any skills.
I mean, she is
Um,
also a mermaid.
She is also a mermaid, so that'll counteract the negative from Calliope not necessarily wanting to do anything. Now, I do know that Caspian is also good at befriending / charming others. Does anyone want to help?
Captain Bodica's also good at consorting, so
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean I can help. I definitely have questions for
Okay.
we just
So-
turn up the charm to
Fifi
11.
about. I mean, I
Yeah.
have questions for Fifi about where she's going with this, but because I don't know what the things that happened with her character.
Yeah, I mean, like, she hasn't told any of y'all what she did yet, so
Bodica
Alright,
trusts
so-
her crew.
Let's consider this like a group action. Y'all will help with her and with this role, and the if it's a success, it'll carry for all of you. It's a failure, then I will have fun. So
Mm.
please roll 2d6 plus 2 for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
You got a 10. And I do want to remind everybody, you can, for $5, you can grant a Bane, which is a -1, or a Boon, which is a +1 to a PC. Have Izzy use an in-character Cajun accent for a scene, and if you donate $10, you can grant like a critical success or critical failure to a PC, or have the legend flirt with a PC so hard they fail at a roll they would otherwise succeed. And unrelated to this game, you can donate $20 to add a complication to Max Beam Saber game at 4 o'clock.
And we're also at about an hour till the next stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on the time. So, she says that she knows that there are legends of a creature that slumbers under the island of Natho. She did not realize that this creature could, exist. She thought it was just a legend. And she knows that there is supposed to be some sort of thing that the creature is guarding, according to legend. But again, she doesn't know if the legends are true or not, but that's what she knows.
To spice things up, can Caspian turn to the Bridger and be like, "Have you heard any rumor of this thing? You're a well-traveled captain with quite a reputation. You must know something."
Bridger nods solemnly and says, I knew of the treasure. I did not realize that there was an actual beast there, but the treasure was real, so I suppose it stands to reason that the beast could be real too, and now it's been unleashed because the treasure was taken.
Do you know what the treasure is?
She would have told you that it's the Ocean's Eye, which is like a giant, like very valuable gem. She would have told you that like on the trip or whatever, so you know the answer to that question already.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, with that information, putting 2 and 2 together can safely say, like, it sounds like this monster is just looking for its lost property.
Then I think
So-
to solve this problem, we need to get its property back.
The Captain Bridger nods again and says, I think you may be right. It pains me that I won't be able to keep the treasure that I worked so hard to find, but as long as I can get my ship back and liberate any of my crew that the Imperial Navy managed to capture, then I'll be happy.
She's an honest bean.
Mhm.
I'm specifically trying to target y'all with like her attitudes and stuff. She's very honorable, and yeah, I've met all of you. I'm trying to target you all.
You know us too well.
We stand an honest queen. It's true. It's
So
true.
now that
Caspian
you
having a moment.
now that you have this information and you have a vague plan, what are you doing?
Have y'all seen where the Navy went? Because we think they might have something to do with this.
Calliope and Ariadne both look like they've sucked on a lemon at the mention of the Navy, and they're like,
Mood.
They're like, yes, we've heard of movements a little bit southeast of here,
So
which isn't
generally
surprising.
where we thought they were going.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, ladies, both.
And they both say you're welcome, and now you are free to go back to your ship and change out of your wet denim, which is soggy and heavy, and you may require assistance with peeling it off, which Captain Bridger is happy to assist with.
Monica's gonna need a lot of help because now she smells like wet dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's a
That's
wolf
not
person.
there's
Yeah.
time for
definitely
a
wet for
boobly
her.
bath.
What was that, Amber?
I said time for a boobly bath.
Michael Bublé Bath.
Jesus Christ. No.
I think she just kind of lays on the deck, mostly naked, to dry off, and then spends forever combing salt out of her fur.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
I mean,
Shows a rough career.
Yep.
listen.
Okay.
It's just because she keeps her fur long. If she didn't do that,
Well, are you embarking out to sea?
yes.
Okay. So I'm going to roll something to determine what happens next.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So after sailing for like a day and a half, I don't know how distances on the ocean work, but after sailing for like a day and a half, Captain Bridger is taking her turn in the crow's nest, and she calls down uh ships on the port side, right on the horizon. What do you do?
Boudica pulls out her spyglass to see if she can see them better.
Okay, I want you to roll me 2d6 plus 1. No, 2d6 plus 2, because you know something's out there, so that's a boon, and you have your spyglass, so that's a boon. And you got a 12, so you can see there are approximately 10 ships out there. They are flying the Imperial Navy's flags. For the most part, there is one ship that is not flying the Imperial colors, and you suspect that that is Captain Bridger's ship.
Boudica
wanna
barks
have-
out a laugh.
Y'all want to have fun and fuck with the Navy?
Yes. Just barks
Are-
out a laugh and calls out for the crew to start getting ready for a big fight.
Okay. So I'm gonna skip all the boring stuff about the approach. So we're going to be in the fucking thick of it. So what do you do on your first approach?
can I, when we get somewhat close, jump ship?
Yeah, I mean you can get off the ship. What are you trying to do?
My idea is that I want to jump ship off our ship, and I kind of want to I don't want to permanently fuck it up because I don't want to damage Captain Wereblue's ship permanently, but I want to make it I'd like something that it can be fixed or like undone so that I don't permanently fuck it up. But
Like
basically,
a build
like
plug so that it takes on more water.
or like just disable their steering to an extent where they
Which
where they
ship?
can't get away. The whatever
The Star of
Bridger's-
Elysium?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll me just roll me a flat 2d6 to see if you can do that.
Nope.
Oops. So you are trying to disable the steering, like the rudder on the Star of Elysium. I guess it has a rudder now. I don't know how ships work. It's a
Ship go
fantasy
burr.
ship.
Ship go
But
burr.
on your approach, you are spotted, and a musket ball whizzes past you and hits in the water. What do you do?
Oh, hell no. Rolls up sleeves.
All right, Caspian, what are you doing then?
Well, I mean, like, I was figuring, like, assuming that I don't get hit by it, that I'm gonna, like, try and use my tail to pull that person in the water.
I don't know if they'd be in reach, because this is like a larger ship,
Okay.
and your tail's only 10 feet long, so I
That's
don't know
that's
that
fair.
you'd reach.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
Um,
they've opened fire, so I say we open fire.
Okay,
Captain, does Captain agree?
Agreed. Open fire.
load the
okay. So,
cannons.
are you firing with a cannon, or are you firing with like a musket to hit an individual?
I want to cannon and sink the Navy ship.
Okay. You can do that. So, roll 2d6 for me. You don't have any boons or, well, actually, you do have a boon, because one of the things that does happen is you can add a +1 if any of the legend's reputations or quirks would help or hinder the action. And the legend is, Captain Wereblue is legendary because she supposedly took on 10 Navy ships with a single cannon on her shoulder. So she's manning a cannon. So roll 2d6 +1 against these Navy ships.
Ooh.
Okay, you got an 8. That's a success.
Hell
Oh,
So
okay.
Hell
yeah,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, I
that's
thought
a
it had to be a
success.
10.
So your cannon fire like rocks the other ship, so that the person who was firing at Fifi falls off and they start to take on water. What do you do?
Boudica is going to start maneuvering the ship into a better position so that they can't be hit broadside.
Okay. I want you to roll me. Let me double check your character information.
I mean, I am the captain.
Yeah, you're the captain, and again, Bridger's legend helps. So 2d6 +2 for getting into a more advantageous position. Whoops. So, you're trying to get into a more advantageous position, um, and I'm gonna say you do it, but I'm going to introduce kind of a new threat.
Oh no.
You see a person on the I don't know how you see them, but you see a person stand up on the deck, and it is a very large man with
Yeah.
uh, a
Ew.
captain's hat, and
A
it's a
bastard.
half. It's a bastard. It's a Selkie, yeah, half Selkie. So I think in this case, it he's like he's like half seal person, or actually I think it's more interesting to have him be like a large half walrus person. Um
Extra
and
bastard.
super bastard. And again, he uses he it pronouns, but you are looking at Captain Red von der See. And
Boudica's eyes narrow. Bastard.
yeah. Uh and he points at your ship, and you don't hear him say open fire, but he does open fire, and a cannonball like grazes off your ship. You're not taking water, but it's very clear that you are in danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
I'll open fire from the rest of the crew manning the cannonballs.
Okay. 2d6 +1.
That's not the right window.
Nope.
I almost typed it into the stream chat.
I mean,
Mhm.
you can put it there, but it's not going to do anything for you.
That's a
All right.
12.
Yes. C got a 12, so you open
You.
fire with all your cannons and you just fucking destroy this man's ship. It starts going under. He starts like trying to get people off the boat. Other boats are closing in, but you have successfully sunk the captain's boat. Everybody's going overboard. This seems like a really good time for Fifi to take an action.
It's going down.
Going down, down, and a doo.
Oh, that is not the one I was thinking.
I was thinking we're yelling timber.
Yup.
That's fair.
So Fifi, you've got a lot of people coming in the water where you are. What are you doing?
Drown them, drown them, drown them.
Mm.
August, why did you roll that?
You'll see.
I mean, I feel like I don't like these people and they're doing a bad thing.
Yeah, and remember the captain's there. Like the captain's in the water now
Do
too.
it, do it, do it, do it, do
Yeah,
it, do it, do
so
it.
like I'm not going my mentality is the sea will do the justice. So I'm just gonna like try and make sure that the captain is okay and help them.
No. This isn't our captain. This is the naval captain.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
I'm
is the naval
sorry.
captain.
I misunderstood.
And
Okay.
it is half Selkie,
Mhm.
so the
Yeah.
sea's not necessarily going to do too much to the captain. If any justice is going to happen to the captain, it's probably going to have to be at the hands of you and your crew.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get
Drown
Okay.
him, drown him,
When
drown him.
when you say you're going to get the captain, what do you mean?
Specifically, I want to use my tail to constrict them.
Okay.
And if successful, I'd like to be like, where the fuck is it?
Okay.
Uh.
That sounds like a 2d6. I'm going to say +1 because he's not expecting this.
On. Yay.
You got a 10,
Hell
so
yeah.
you're able to like whip your tail around him and pull him close and start constricting, and you are able to interrogate him now. So what are you asking?
Where the fuck is it?
He's not willing to talk, so I'm gonna need you to make another roll, but that's gonna be 2d6 +1 because you've got him constricted, so even though you don't have any other like skills or anything, that's still in your favor.
Oh no!
That is.
I got the 3.
You rolled two
Mm.
ones, is what you did.
I did.
You rolled 2 1s. That
That's bad. Yeah, I'm sure.
oh, I know what happens. And
Oh,
this is
no.
going back to what I flipped a coin for. You hear a rumbling
Oh no.
and
He's here.
a giant
Oh well.
scaled appendage with spikes on it rises from the water and just like bam slaps down on it, and the ensuing wave like tosses you up. Captain Van der See is able to wiggle free and draw his cutlass and slices your tail as he breaks free, and he
Fuck.
sneers at you. Uh,
Bitch.
So this game doesn't really have a harm mechanic, but I'm gonna say that that's a bane working against you now that you're wounded.
Yeah, I think that should at least account for a -1, if
Yeah.
nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. What do y'all do? Because there is now a horrible sea creature that you can't quite fathom what it looks like. You just know that it has spiked appendages that are huge. And they rock your boat. They rock some of the naval boats, like they rock the Star of Elysium, the Legend, like angles one of the cannons and is like, "Captain, your orders."
We let the monster do what it can in the naval ships and focus on getting your ship out of there.
Aye, aye, Captain. And
Sure.
she throws off her admiral's coat, puts her knife between her teeth, and like dives in to start swimming towards her ship. What do y'all do?
Watch.
Caspian.
Yeah, I mean,
Monica's gonna order some other crew members who are possibly like other creatures who are able to swim to go with. I'm probably gonna have to roll for that because some of them may not be willing to go in the water where there's a big sea monster.
I mean, Fifi was doing the same thing.
You know, there's nebulous members of the crew that aren't you guys because a ship cannot be run by 3 people.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
even if we are nice, muscular ladies, yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah, Fifi is definitely like doing the same thing as Caspian, despite the pain. It's just like, wow.
So what do I need to roll to try to convince other members of the crew to go do this?
I'd say 2d6. 2d6 plus 2, 1 bane or 1 boon for being their captain, and 1 boon because it's like shit's going down. They know that they need to do shit.
Jelly Timber. We better move.
No!
Darn it.
God
I mean,
damn it,
hey,
that's a 7.
at least it wasn't 2 ones.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, I've been like the reason I like had that moment where I didn't know what captain was because I was slightly distracted because I donated so that I could get the Cajun accent.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You didn't say anything.
I know
Well,
because I was
okay.
trying to copy to show proof, but I'm like, I'll just say it now.
Okay.
'Cause
Well,
it's taking too long.
in that case, hey, Captain Boudica, I'll let you add a +1 to that if you can give a rousing speech to your crew.
God, yes.
Oh, all right. Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Because the fun part is I forgot to prep a Cajun. I know what a Cajun accent sounds like, but I forgot to look up like words. So this is just gonna be my best attempt.
Send your complaints to standingstones@gmail.com.
And they
You
will
can
be
say- actually, you
promptly ignored.
Send your complaints to the hopeshearthpod@gmail.com since that's where I'm from. It's my fault. I think Boudica like is stripping off her coat and unbuckling the flintlock pistols from around her waist so they don't get fucked up in the water.
Mhm.
Izzy, I'm
What?
gonna need you to make the speech from Pacific Rim, but in a Cajun accent.
I don't know that speech by heart.
But you know what's great is that we live in the world of internet and you can look it up.
All right.
You
Hold
don't
on.
have to. You can give an actual speech that you want to give.
Yeah. It's fine.
You can do the speech from Independence Day too.
That's
Oh
true.
my god, that'd be even better, I feel
All right,
like.
okay.
Uh,
That at least
Unless
gives
you
me a
had, like-
script to roll off of.
I mean,
yeah,
unless you had like real words of encouragement
No,
and
I
not.
don't, actually.
Well, then by all means.
Okay.
Let's.
I've got this. I'm pasting it into chat.
I've got it pulled up. I'm trying to figure out how to adjust some of the wording. All right, y'all. Right there is the Navy that we've been fighting against our whole damn lives. And Cher, I will not be letting them take what is ours and take what is the seas. They have no respect for us, for what we do, and for the things that live here that we work alongside with and do not fuck with. That creature is wanting what belongs to it. Just like we take back what belongs to us. And she's like pointing her cutlass in the direction of the massive fight. Captain Wereblue is in that water to go get what's hers and help give back what belongs to it, and just spit in those bastards' eyes. And I'm not gonna do, I've obviously just completely gone off script, but I'm gonna read the last bit because the last bit's the really good part. Today is the day that we as pirates, we declare in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night, we will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on, we're going to survive. Today, we fuck those bastards up.
Jesus.
All right. So that gives you a success, and I want you to describe this success. I want
Yes,
you to
yes.
tell me, I want you to paint me a word picture of what's happening right now.
All right. So the naval ships are their focus is split now because they've got us on one side and this monster on another side. And so they're scrambling to try and handle both situations and move away at the same time. There's just too much going on. Their captain's in the water being like just messed up by a sea snake. And the big creature. Captain Wereblue is in the water heading for her ship. Boudica has stripped off whatever she doesn't need to be wearing to get in the water and follow after. But before she does that, she points with her cutlass at several people, is like, all y'all with me, and dive into the water and head for the other captain's ship, leaving Caspian if you want to stay. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Oh no, I would come with.
Okay.
It's one of those things where, like, as everyone starts jumping into the water, she's like, "Huh? Oh yeah, yep." And I'm here. And my
Why are they running? Who's that chasing? Oh, we're chasing. Leaves points specifically to a few crew members who were probably less likely to be helpful in the water to stay and maneuver the ship out of range. And start heading for the other ship, and the water is deep, but with the
The water is deep, but our gay is deeper.
yes,
God,
you know what?
why?
Yes. And I think we get to the other captain's ship. I think that's the culmination of the successes we managed to get to the ship.
Yeah, you get to the Star of Elysium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's cut to Fifi really quick because Fifi is still in the water with the captain. I'm trying to put together this little
Captain
snake.
Bastard.
Yeah, Captain Bastard, Captain Vandersea. And
None of us call him that. We all call him Captain Bastard.
yeah, I'm just trying to.
CB for short.
Yep. Boop, boop.
Okay, so are you asking me what I'm doing, or are you doing
I'm
your
asking
thing?
you what you're doing.
Okay, I didn't know if you had a thing to do first. In your
Yeah,
secret
I'm just trying to find some markers. So
Okay.
the snake is you, the circle is Captain Bastard. The small boat is the one that sank. The large boat is the Star of Elysium. And I'm trying to find your boat. Something for you. But yes, please tell me Please tell me what you're doing.
I mean, I want to try and get the bastard again because my goal here is I'm not going to leave him alone until either I can't physically fight anymore or he gives that fucking treasure back. Because
Okay.
me, Amber, is pretty sure I know what that actually is. And, uh, and we got to give that back.
Yep. All right.
So,
So what are you doing are you trying to wrap your tail around him again? Are you trying to just like go for him with your hands? What you doing?
Slap.
Yeah, like honestly, at this point, I think my tail is injured enough. I'm just gonna like try to grab him by the collar and like knock some sense into him.
Okay. I want you to give me 2d6 minus 1 because you know, even though you're not using your tail, you're still hindered by being injured.
Right, I'm still injured. Is it not just a negligible?
Well,
Because I was getting a +1 and now I'm getting a -1 from the injury.
he's expecting
Or
you now. So
oh,
that's
okay.
where the +1 had come from. He wasn't expecting you. Now he's
Mhm.
expecting you, so that's out of the way.
So
And you've got the tail injury.
right, so now I have a minus. Okay, I get it now. Yep, that's not gonna work. 6 is not quite getting me there.
Oh no.
So I think give me a moment to think this over.
Uh, I mean, why? Even though this fails, I think FIFA's still gonna be like, well, fuck. I don't know if my character, in and of themselves, would understand what this is, even though I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
So
I'm also pretty sure I know what it is.
like I said, I'm not subtle.
No.
I think that you get what you want, but not the way that you want it, because we haven't heard from Captain Bridger in a while, and so like this is the Sappho's. You're between Sappho's and the Star of Elysium up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Captain Bridger saves you from getting a gash across your chest
Oh no.
from Captain Vandersea. And
Not my
so
titties.
Bridger,
Nitties.
yeah,
Oh my god.
Bridger gets slashed. She takes that wound
No.
for you, and but she presses forward because she's a goddamn professional, and grabs Captain Vandersea and puts him in a chokehold.
Good, good, good. Yes. I think that is very upsetting, but I think FIFA's still gonna be like, give back. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go for it. I could be wrong in what I assume, but I'm just like, give back their fucking baby, you goddamn bastard.
And I think, hang on, let me. Yeah, I think at that moment the creature rears its head above the water, and its head is just like cylindrical. There are no eyes. It opens a mouth similar to a lamprey with too many teeth.
Mm.
And
Don't
you
like
just hear
that.
this ear-splitting roar, and what do you do? I think, well, let me rephrase that. It looks like it's about to swoop down and try to swallow you. What do you do?
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty. Just me, or like all three of us.
All three of you.
Okay,
Like its
okay.
mouth is way big enough to get all three of you in one gulp.
Right, right. I figured as much, but just wanted to clarify. Um,
I left my guns.
I mean, you got your other guns. You can see what you can do.
um, can uh Well, I feel like maybe hopefully still with the still with the injury, maybe I can move fast enough to do this. I think I want to try and like get at least, if not also myself, if I can get Captain Wereblue as far out of the range as possible.
Okay.
So is it gonna be 2d6 -1 still?
It's gonna be 2d6 -2 because you have been ambushed and you are still injured.
Can I
Okay.
give a +1 by just taking a gun off of somebody who's on the Star of Elysium and shooting at the damn thing? I'm not saying I do anything to it, but I'm trying to distract it.
Roll for me, and then that'll tell me whether or not you grant a +1 to Fifi.
So just 2d6.
Yeah, just 2d6, because it's way larger than you, so that would be a -1, but it's not expecting it, so that would be a +1, so just flat 2d6.
Negligible.
You did it! So the report of the gunshot is what stops the beast. I don't think the actual
If the bullet's not gonna do shit.
Yeah, the bullet doesn't do shit, but the report of the gun draws the beast's attention and it whips around towards the Star of Elysium. So that gives you a +1, Amber, so it's 2d6 -1.
Okay.
Boudica yelling at this thing,
Oh.
calling it a bunch of ugly words.
I can type correctly. I'll actually roll.
Bitch, we trying to help you.
No!
Oh no!
Why do you fuck me so, Roll20? Why?
The curse!
It's a
So-
5 for everyone watching. Because fuck me, apparently. I'm not allowed to have my gay thoughts.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. Brian, are you here?
I think he is, because he
He
posted.
said he was gonna take a shower and then, but he usually takes. Okay,
he's
can
not
you
here.
scroll down on Roll20 because I've got some diagrams of like where people are and stuff. Because I realized nobody can see the actual ship battle. There you go. So I'm just going to reestablish. This is the Star of Elysium. This is Fifi and Captain Bastard. This is the giant sea creature, and this is the Saphos, and this is the naval ship that sank. So the distraction doesn't last long, and I'm going to do some GM fiat here because we are nearing the end of our time. The distraction doesn't last long. The creature whips its head back around and just like dives and swallows you up whole.
Oh.
All
okay.
three of you. All three of you, Fifi, Captain Wereblue, and Captain Bastard.
No!
The
shit.
Boudica screaming.
There's enough water in this gulp to keep you from brushing against any of the teeth. And as you get to the throat, Captain Bridger like holds out her arms and legs, and like they brace against the skin of the throat and catches you both. She's bleeding, but she's breathing heavy, and then she lets out a primal scream, grabs some of the skin, and just like starts tearing it open, and tears open a hole for y'all to escape the throat. And you are back in the water, assuming you jump out. But when Captain Bastard tries to escape, she grabs him and says, "No, you're coming with me." No, she says, "No, you're staying here," and just like chucks him down the throat as he screams. And then she jumps out, and the creature is gurgling, but it's still alive. This isn't a fatal injury to it.
Oh, good. Having
Can
its
I?
Somehow.
throat torn open.
But it's a gigantic sea monster, and this is not a major, like, this is a gigantic sea monster. This is a tiny hole. It's person sized.
Yeah.
So
Can well, no, that wouldn't work in a quick succession thing. Never mind.
well, the sea monster starts swimming away. It's got what it's wanted. It
Okay,
can
good.
tell that Captain Bastard had its baby,
Okay,
its
good.
egg.
Okay, good.
And so it's swimming away, like it's making gigantic waves as it's swimming away, but it's undulating in the water as it goes, and it will keep Captain Bastard and its gullet until such a time as it gets home and can regurgitate its baby.
Mhm.
So
Hooray!
you still got a bunch of naval people on the Star of Elysium that you need to deal with.
Bonica's fucking shooting them.
All right, roll me 2d6 plus 2 because everybody is stunned. Like, you are riding high. Actually, 2d6 plus 3. You're riding high.
This is what I love, being in the thick of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody's stunned because of the sea monster thing and Captain
Mm.
Vondersea getting fucking yeeted down its throat. The legend Captain Bridger is also just like, she's in the water and looking fierce, and that's helping you too. So 2d6 plus 3 to fucking clear this boat of naval officers.
Cross your fingers. Yes! That's
Oh
a
yeah.
10!
Hell
Hell
yeah, that's a
yeah.
10. So, you fucking do you eject these people into the ocean, or do you capture them and throw them in the brig?
I think it depends. There's probably some people who just get yeeted into the ocean because they're more trouble than they're worth to try and like keep.
Mhm.
And then some people probably are like, actually, you know what? This is not worth it.
Mhm.
Like lower
Mhm.
level sailors who are just like, nope, hands up.
Yep. Okay.
But like the ones who are like die hard for the fucking empire were like, you know what? Yeet. The ocean can eat you.
Let
Yep.
the sea sort them out.
Yep.
All right. And I mean, some of them are probably like sea folk who, who sail and stuff. So they're probably not going to perish out here. It's just going to be deeply uncomfortable for them until they can
More
get to
people to
land.
spread more legends about the legend.
Exactly. So you have taken the Star of Elysium. Captain Bridger like swims up. She's looking kind of rough,
We get
but
them on the boat. Like,
yeah. She's looking rough, but she's looking happy, and she just like closes her eyes when she gets on deck and heaves a sigh and is just like, I'm home. Thank you, Captain Boudica.
of course.
And she puts a hand on your shoulder as she locks eyes with you and says with a small smile, I mean it. I owe you.
Kisses all around.
Keep that in mind.
Jesus Christ! Now everyone kiss.
Monica says, I will keep that in mind, and is just internally screaming.
All right. So we can basically say that this encounter is done. You've got the Star of Elysium. Your Sappho's is fine. The sea monster is taken care of. So is Captain Vondersea.
The
What do
naval
you
ships
do?
are demoralized.
Yeah, they're demoralized. They're like scattered. They're like, fuck it. This is not worth it. So what do you do? Where do you go? You've got,
Where'd
if
you
you
come
want to
from,
make up a
Damage?
city, just point out where you want to put the city. I have some city names. If you want to go back to Port Kisho, you can. If you want to go back to Lysia, you can. I wouldn't recommend going to Hemish unless you're wanting to because that's in Bridia. You can unless you want to ransom off the officers or the sailors that you captured.
It's gonna cost you about $350.
For you,
Yeah.
7 pounds sterling.
Yep.
I think Captain Bodica looks at Captain Wereblue and asks, if there's anywhere that you in particular want to go, we'll help you get there. Otherwise, I know this fantastic little port town off Ur that's got some really great beer.
And Bridger smiles and says, "I could go for at least 3 pints right now."
I think Fifi is probably like somewhere on deck patching up her wound and is just like, yes, please.
And Bridger looks over and looks kind of shocked and is just like, let me help you with that. You shouldn't be doing that by yourself. And she kind of gently moves your hand away from the wound and starts wrapping it with linen
While
cloth and
she is
stuff.
also still bleeding.
Yeah. Caspian, what are you doing? You've got to be on the deck here too, so Bridger can flirt with you.
I think Caspian is just kind of standing at the front of the ship, looking over the ocean, smiling, because this is where she wants to be.
Okay.
Bodica nudging Caspian, like, go offer her to patch up Captain Wereblue. She's bleeding.
I'm not
Make a patch
circle. Okay. At all the commotion and noise.
We're all a bunch of old grandmas, and Captain Wereblue is the quilt.
I swear to God.
I
Jesus Christ.
quit.
Well, Anya's done. Game over.
What the
Let's-
fuck?
Let's end the game. I know it's a little bit early,
Oh,
but
I don't get
well,
a
I mean, do
closing
you still
flirt.
want to flirt?
Okay.
Do you still
No,
want to
that's
flirt?
fine.
No,
Put on your
no,
flirt.
let's
Put on your
flirt.
flirt.
I just
Flirt
thought you
it.
didn't want to flirt because you were saying you were done. I'm sorry. So, okay, let's.
It's not a good story if all of our dirty, grubby gay hands aren't on this.
So, how do you flirt? Do you patch?
Well,
Do you?
yeah, I was saying, at the sound of the commotion, Caspian would turn around and walk over, be like, "Let me lend you a hand."
You get to touch the titties.
Oh my god.
I would like to cue the music from the scene in Ghost where they're doing the pottery.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. So
Captain
you're are
Bodica
you
laying on
help
the deck, crying out.
are you helping her bandage Fifi or are you bandaging her?
I guess I'm bandaging her.
Yeah, I feel like that makes more sense. Because
Yeah.
I don't have that many wounds.
It's and Bridger's wound is like a gash across her chest, and you help her stop the bleeding, apply pressure, and you wrap the bandages around her, and you can feel her hard muscles underneath her skin, and
You feel those titties.
Finger
she
quotes, apply pressure.
she smiles at you and is just like, I appreciate it. I know sometimes I don't always think to take care of myself, but thank you for thinking of me, and gives you a smile.
My pleasure.
Do you wink? Tell me you wink.
Sure.
Oh God. I just wish, I know this is inappropriate for all of the things, but I just want to imagine Caspian being like, "No, you," and pulling out a reverse card
Oh
while
my
winking.
That's delightful. So
Then
you
we-
go. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was
Please
gonna make
go.
a really bad joke, but now I'm not gonna make it. Just go.
So you go to. Where is it? You go to. Let's say it's Maitea, it's on the other side of your it's probably like on the western side, like right around where I'm pinging. Um and
Brian, can you scroll the map back up?
Please and thank you. They're the magic words.
You.
yeah.
We appreciate you.
Brian
Yeah.
has to remember which of his 5 screens it's on.
Yeah. Yeah, so my Tia is probably like right here-ish, and you go and you find a
I
you
take
find
us to the bar that I was talking about.
I have a
which
great name for it, but I don't know if anyone else wants it to be that.
well, tell us the name because I've got a good name too. But tell us
Okay.
the name.
I was gonna call it the 6 and 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had the Sly Harlequin, but the 6 and 9 is way nicer.
Yes.
Nice. They've got
So-
some nice beer.
Yeah, you go to the 6 and 9. You're all there, and Captain Wear Blue buys everybody several rounds, and by the end of the night, she's looking a little flushed in the face and a little bit wobbly, but she like you're all next to each other around, at the bar, and she reaches over and pulls all of you into a hug and says, "Thank you." The best treasure I could have found was my companionship with all of you. It's so much more valuable than the ocean's eye.
You have
Maybe
to end
the
on that
real
because I don't think any of us can come up with a coherent response.
maybe
It's
the
okay.
real treasure wasn't the
Yeah,
the
the real
eye.
treasure was the friends we made along the way.
No. The treasure wasn't the eye, but the
But the you.
wonderful gay pining that we had along the way.
All right, we fade out on that scene, and that has been our adventure. I've been really bad and haven't oh, that's not it. And
Pirate.
haven't been putting the thing in. Bro, is it gay to dock? Is available from winconditions.itch.io/bro is it gay to dock. I mean, it's in the chat. It's in the chat. Click on that link. This game is so fun.
It
It
is.
is
So
Very good
fun.
game.
I mean, obviously, make sure you play it with people that you're okay with, like, in character flirting with. But it's very fun. I highly recommend it. Thank you to everybody who donated. I really deeply appreciate you, even Brian, who put everybody in wet denim.
God.
So thank you so much. Up next, we're going to have Zachary. He's going to be hosting Savage Worlds. And who all was in that game?
I'm in that.
Yep. Next up, so we'll have Izzy, we'll have Jade, and we'll have Danielle for Savage Worlds. The game is called They Can't Evict Us All. I'm super excited. It sounds fantastic. But thank you again. Check out Bros at Gata Doc on itch, and keep.
Thank you for running this, babe.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
this
I
was
had a lot
so
of fun.
fun.
This
I'd
is
really
super
be down for like playing this game again, or even like I really love mine and everybody else's characters. If y'all
We
would
need
be
to
down
play
Yeah.
for doing
Ocean
this in the
Tides.
future.
This is what we need to do.
Yeah, Ocean Tides with these characters would be fun. Anyway,
Ah,
thank you once again. And I've been August. You can find me on Twitter at Harpydora. I'm in so many fucking podcasts. Follow the leader at FTLcast on Twitter. Dumb Kids Playing Hero at DKPH Pod on Twitter. Gay Space Rocks at Gay Space Pod on Twitter. And playing with me today, we're gonna go in reverse alphabetical because we went in alphabetical to begin with. We have Izzy.
Hi, I have been Izzy. I will continue to be Izzy. You can find me on Twitter at the Shondeer. You can find the podcasts that I do at Hope's Hearth Pod on Twitter. No, wait.
Yeah, Hope's Hearth Pod.
Yeah, at Hope's Hearth Pod on Twitter and at Abby Archives on Twitter. But an actual play podcast and a Redwall reread podcast, respectively.
We've also had Anya.
Heyo. I'm Anya. You can continue to find me on Twitter at aka Anya, where I'll post nothing, but I'll follow you.
And last but certainly not least, we have Amber.
I have been Amber. You can find me never because I am never going to be found. But if you did enjoy me, and these other lovely peoples, I am also a part of Hope's Hearth, as well as a part of the room where it happened. Watch us rub our gay shit all over your stuff.
Jesus fucking
Everything
Christ.
we do is gay, and that's just the truth.
It's true.
Yep. All
and
right.
that's okay.
Oh, also, this is Brian. He's here. Everyone can hear me. If you're just stick around, the stream is going to go offline for like 1 minute, so it makes uploading these to YouTube later easier for me. But we will be back online very shortly.
Yep. All right, play us out, Brian.
No.